We're going to explain how to fix the java.base does not open java.io to unnamed module error in Android. This error often pops up when you're working with older libraries or code that doesn't explicitly declare module information, clashing with the more modular structure of modern Java. Let's break down the solutions. 1. Understanding the problem. This error means your Android app or a library it uses is trying to access classes within the write single quote java.io write single quote package, used for input-output operations like reading and writing files. The write single quote java.base write single quote module, a fundamental part of the Java platform, contains write single quote java.io, write single quote comma, but it's restricting access because the app or library isn't clearly declaring itself as a module. Think of it like a security measure to prevent unexpected access. 2. Solution 1. Add the cursor add opens flag, recommended. This is the preferred solution because it's the least invasive. It directly addresses the access restriction without modifying your code significantly. You'll need to add the add opens JVM flag to your app's build process. This flag tells the write single quote java.base write single quote module to explicitly open the write single quote java.io write single quote package to your unnamed module. The exact way you do this depends on your build system. Gradle is common for Android. In Gradle, you might add something like this to your write single quote build .gradle write single quote file within the Android block under default config or build types: NDK ABI filters, ARMY ABI v7, AI, ARM64 v8a, x86, x86_64, and Java compile options, annotation processor options, arguments =, quote dash, android.enable jetifier =true. This might seem complex, but essentially, you're instructing the JVM to make the necessary packages accessible. Consult your build system's documentation for specifics, as the exact syntax may vary. 3. Solution 2. Updating dependencies, sometimes necessary. The error could be due to an outdated library that isn't compatible with Java's module system. Check your project's dependencies and ensure they're up to date. Outdated libraries may lack the necessary module declarations. Using the latest versions of libraries often resolves compatibility issues. Updating in your Gradle file involves changing the version numbers for the relevant libraries. 4. Solution 3. Refactoring, least recommended. As a last resort, if the above solutions fail, you might need to refactor parts of your code that use write single quote java.io. This is more involved and time-consuming, but might be necessary if you're using very old code that's incompatible with modern Java. This involves potentially rewriting sections of your code that interact with the files and I/O. 5. Debugging tips. Carefully examine the error message. It often pinpoints the specific class in write single quote java.io write single quote that's causing the trouble. This helps you narrow down the area of your code or library that needs attention. If you're using an IDE, like Android Studio, it may provide hints or suggest solutions related to dependency updates or module declarations. Remember to thoroughly test your app after implementing any of these solutions to ensure everything works correctly. The add opens flag is generally the safest and easiest route, but updating dependencies is a good long-term practice. Only resort to refactoring if the other methods are unsuccessful.